So this is part 2 to the last message I just put out about people being unrighteous. But yeah, so I just wanted to explain a little bit further, a little more clarity, and just in case anyone comes across this that may be experiencing similar situations. So what God is saying is like, what I was meaning is so I'll just talk about how he talks to me. So what he's saying to me is he's like, so Amanda, you know that ex of yours that cheated nonstop? They're trying to say that you cheated on them nonstop when you never did one time. You know that other person that you know that's a huge liar that lied all the years you knew them, and you yourself are not a liar? They're trying to say that you're a liar. You know those people that you knew and know that are big time gossips? They gossip 24/7 about anyone and anyone that they can. They're trying to say that you're a big gossip when you don't talk, you don't talk about anyone to anyone. This is what I mean, is where the hypocrisy, right? And so then you might sit and think, well, why would this be, right? Like, I am righteous and they're not, so why is it like this? And then even the people that are around by Satan are sitting there thinking that they have this so-called quote unquote upper hand, because they're like, well, we have this person saying that you're this gossip, and we have this person saying that you did this, and this person saying that. We have like 5-6 different people or more, who cares, whatever amount, saying this, against your words, right? But the thing is that God knows who you truly are. Now, say if you were like this liar, this gossip, this whatever they're trying to say, right? If you came to God, say you were those things, he would still forgive you and fight for you. But in my case, and perhaps in yours, you're none of those things in the first place, right? You've never been any of those things. Yes, maybe in your lifetime of many years, you've told a lie or done some gossip, but you're not to the level that these people are at. And you never will be, right? That's just not in your character. And you know that, and God knows that. And to be honest, to be truthful, these people know that. The liar that's saying you're a liar knows you're not a liar. The gossip who says you're a gossip knows you're not a gossip. The cheater, who's the real cheater, who's trying to accuse you of cheating, knows you didn't cheat, right? I'm just saying, like, these are some examples. So these people know deep down in their heart of hearts that you're not, like, these things are lies. They know that. But at the same time, because they're around by Satan, they can't help but do it. And if you weren't on the righteous side of things, they might still say these things, but they wouldn't say it to the level and the extent that they are, because like I was mentioning earlier, they would feel on equal levels with you, right? And Satan would be satisfied because he's like, well, this person's unrighteous and this person's unrighteous, so I'm happy here, my work is done. But because one of the parties has turned towards the righteous path and the other person hasn't, Satan is on the team of unrighteousness, so he's trying to push those unrighteous people that haven't changed to bring down the person who is righteous and trying to become even more righteous, because that's what he does. That's his whole agenda, right? So again, like I mentioned in the previous video, even if these people think to themselves that they're not ran by Satan, they truly, truly are. And that's a whole part of it too. That's another way to know you're being ran by Satan, as if you're in delusion. There are people that have committed heinous crimes that have been charged and found guilty and don't feel that they did anything wrong. Again, proving that you were ran by Satan, right? Now, these people may see that and understand that, but they can't see it in and of themselves. And that's what Satan does. He plays the deceit game, the delusion game, on everybody, whether you're righteous or unrighteous. That's what he does. So you yourself, being the righteous person, you know the truth. You see things for how they really are. And God, being the top judge of all, he knows who is what and who is where, right? And who's guilty and who's not. He knows that. So at this point, Satan is trying to drive these unrighteous people to stay unrighteous, and to bring on top of that, to go one step further, to try and bring down the righteous. It's not working. The righteous know who they are. They know who the unrighteous are. They know what's really going on here. The people under delusion are the unrighteous. They're being controlled by Satan. They don't realize it. They don't understand it, but it is happening. You yourself, if you're righteous, you see that. God sees all, and luckily he can put things right again. So God is letting this happen because it's all part of the buildup. He has a plan in this. I do know parts of the plan. I'm not going to mention it, but there's a reason for this to happen, right? So my advice is to anyone who may come across this that may be experiencing similar things where you're just trying to become righteous and you have all these unrighteous people around by Satan trying to accuse and lie and make things up about you, and they're the very things that they themselves are guilty of doing. Just focus on being righteous, focus on God and moving forward and leaving these people behind, because that's what God wants you to do, and he's going to take care of the rest.